Once a connection has been set up, the next step will be to create specific actions linked to those connections. The most common requirement is to be able to take data from the data source and import it into a form. In a database connection, that will be a select command, which will be demonstrated in this tutorial. However, the same type of process is also used in the form and text file actions too. Select the connection that you want to create an action for and press the New Action button. In the action screen, the first thing to do is to enter a suitable name which will be used to identify the action in the form design. In the action type drop-down, you will see the options available. They do differ for different connection types, and the database connection offers the most options. The store procedure option is specific to the database connection, and the delete option is only available for database and text file actions. For this demonstration, we will use the select action, which is also the most commonly used. It allows the form designer to take data from the data source into the form. A good knowledge of the database table that you are connecting to will be required. Specifically, the table name and the names of the database fields would be most useful too. Enter the name of the database table in the field provided. Then we need to include parameters. Send parameters are used to search for or filter specific instances, and the return parameters are used to return the data to the form. In a database and a text file action, there is an autocomplete button which will return all available parameters into the table. Parameters can also be added manually, and that's the only way with a form type action. Send parameters have an operator which by default is equals. Leaving this as it is would mean that any searching or filtering would have to use an exact match. But if you click on the operator for any specific parameter, you can select from various mathematical operators for numeric data, or the like operator, which will then permit short name searches. Return parameters can also be set up automatically or manually. Often it's easier to use the autocomplete button and then remove any unwanted parameters afterwards. Check the Distinct Values Only checkbox to prevent duplicated data from being returned. This feature is only available for database and text file connections. Once completed, click the Apply Changes button to save the action. The action will now be available for use in form design.